why Republican candidate James Fishback's proposal is wild, divisive, and absolutely savage, and what it means for creators and the economy if this ever actually sees daylight. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your sunscreen. Florida politics just went full spring break, meets tax code, meltdown. Republican gubernatorial contender James Fishback dropped what might be the most eyebrow-raising policy idea of the 2026 cycle, a 50% sin tax on income earned by OnlyFans creators who live in Florida. And yes, it's exactly as chaotic as it sounds. Here's the rundown, the roast, and the unfiltered truth about what this absurd, polarizing, and frankly hilarious proposal would mean if it ever made it out of campaign stump speeches and into law. What's the deal? Short version. Fishback, who is an American investor, hedge fund manager, not currently governor, and trails badly in polls, wants to slap a half-your-money tax on people making cash on OnlyFans within Florida's borders. The goal? To disincentivize creators, especially women, in the digital sex economy from doing it, generate hundreds of millions for teacher pay and school lunches, put a moral belt on what he calls a degeneracy platform. But there's a catch. Florida's constitution generally prohibits personal income tax, a point many analysts believe would make this plan legally DOA. No bill text, no fiscal reality check, just political theater. The positive possibilities, if hell froze over. Believe it or not, some parts of this would have effects that aren't total dumpster fire territory. More revenue for public services. If the state could legally tax creators at 50%, fans and creators alike would cough up a ton of money, assuming they can't dodge it by moving out of state or changing business structures. Potential boost to education budgets or teacher raises. If lawmakers actually agree and find a legal path. Politics gets entertaining again. Let's be honest, this idea went viral because it's so weird. It's not every day a gubernatorial hopeful literally calls adult content degeneracy and publicly tags creators for clout. Sophie Rain? It definitely gave her more publicity, and she clapped back harder than a YouTube comment section. The negative reality check, and now, the clause. It's probably illegal. Florida doesn't allow personal income tax. A 50% cut on creators' earnings reads exactly like one. Constitutional hurdle? Huge. Administrative nightmare? Bigger. Creators could flee the state. This isn't a bodega income. It's digital freelance money. You think Sophie Rain is just gonna stay Florida registered if half her earnings vanish into political virtue signaling? Creators will move their business to tax-friendly states or LLC them elsewhere. If the producers leave, that revenue dries up instantly. Small earners get crushed hardest. Most OnlyFans creators aren't millionaires living in mansions. Many are freelancers paying rent, bills, and, maybe, scraping by. A 50% hit would convert their hustle into a vanishing income stream overnight. That's not sin tax, that's a work penalty. What about the moral part? This is where it gets extra spicy. Fishback framed it as a moral crusade. Adult content equals sin. But sin doesn't show up equally in tax code. Alcohol, cigarettes, casinos, all get taxed, but creators? That's new. It feels more like moral grandstanding than sound policy. Economic ripple effects. Let's make this real. Tourism and local spending, Florida, especially Miami, has become a hotspot for creators and their fan bases. If creators leave, fewer fans travel, fewer dollars circulate in local restaurants, rentals, events, and nightlife. Gig economy fallout. Kill a productive side hustle sector with punitive taxation, and you suppress that entire ecosystem. Less digital entrepreneurship leads to less spending and less small business activity. Political fatigue. Voters outside the culture war bubble may see this as performative politics. Demonizing people for their jobs tends not to win broad support. Does this have a chance of being implemented? Real talk, negative. Fishback's proposal isn't sitting in a legislative committee. It's a campaign talking point designed to fire up a certain base, generate headlines, make opponents look soft on Vice. But a 50% income tax on a subset of residents, that's not just unlikely in Florida, it's basically unconstitutional without a full rewrite of state tax law. So unless a Florida legislator wants to sponsor the single most controversial tax bill ever, this is more fantasy campaign hype than real policy. Final word. If you thought Florida was just theme parks, warm weather and gators, welcome to 2026, where political candidates propose punishing entire industries they don't personally vibe with, and creators clap back with bona fide receipts. The OnlyFans syntax is classic politics meets performance art, catchy, divisive, and ultimately more entertainment than legislation. And if it actually did become a real tax, similar states might follow, and Florida's workforce might look more like a ghost town than a spring break. Peace.